Alright guys, I'm back today with another video, and this one is going to be brought to you by the company MyFirstWigs. Of course, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and also turn those notifications on so that you do not miss a video. So this unit that they sent over is their Malaysian human hair short curly lace front wig. I was super excited to try this one out after seeing it on my girl Taste Pink. I'll make sure to leave a link down below for her video, but this one is in a natural hair color. It is 16 inches. It is a silky texture. It is also a light brown lace color. First, you get 6 inches of parting space. So you get 2 combs on the side, you get a comb in the back, and you get your adjustable strap. And they also put in the wig the elastic band, which I am loving on their wigs. You guys know that I tell you all the time with MyFirstWig, their wig cap fits me really good, so I don't have to worry about even gluing this down. You can wear it glueless. So I'm going to show you guys how I am going to style this wig. I did go ahead and use my Aussie moist shampoo and conditioner for this unit, and then I just want to show you what it looks like while it is wet. I am going to go in and do a little bit of customization to it. I do think it needs to be tinted just a little bit in the front. Now I did go ahead and bleach the knots on this unit, and of course you get your pre-plucked hairline. Right here I'm just going to be using the tailored crown tint, and this is in the color light brown. I have a detailed video coming out about tints in different colors, but I have the light brown color here. This is an older bottle. She does have some newer bottles now, but I purchased a lot when I first started using it, and I think that it is great for people who do not know anything about tinting their lace. All you have to do is try to find your color and then just spray it on the lace. Now I'm going to go in and just pluck out a little bit more of the hairline. Of course, you do not have to do this step. As you guys can see, the hairline looks really good, but I wanted to match up to look like my hairline just a little bit, so I'm just going in certain spots and just plucking it, and make sure I move back and forth and don't stay in one spot too long because you don't want to have the ball look. I am satisfied with how the hairline looks now. Now I'm just going to decide on where I want my part. I opted to go with the middle part because, like I said, I see my girl Taste Pink and she rocked hers in a nice curved side part. So I wanted to see how the middle part was going to look with this unit. Now it does take me a little bit longer to get my part together because I'm very anal about making sure my parting space looks really good. Using a rat tail comb to define my part. Now this one does have the metal tip at the end. You want to be very careful when you are parting your unit with this lace because this is that thin swish transparent lace, so you don't want to, you know, be extra rough with it because you can get holes in your unit. Styling my curly units, I always keep a water bottle near me just so I can spray the hair when it is time to style it, because curly hair can start to dry up really quick, especially if you are not styling it right away from after being washed. So make sure you keep one on hand. Now I'm just going to go in with my Lotta Body Honey and Milk, and this is what I like to use for my curls and my deep wave hair. I feel like it just gives you that nice wet look. And it's also not heavy-handed and it smells really good. Now this is a medium hold, so you don't have to worry about the hair looking super crunchy, but it's going to give it a nice luster and it's going to look really healthy. Everything that I am using in this video will be down in the description box. You can find these supplies usually at your beauty supply store, or like I said, I'll leave a link down below to Amazon if I can find the link. Now I'm just going to work on or decide if I want any baby hairs. I really don't like to call them baby hairs like that, especially because I like them to not look so heavy and dramatic. I do not have anything against baby hairs. It is definitely a personal preference, but you guys know with MyFirstWig, you do not have to use baby hairs. Their units look so much like scalp and it's so easy to blend in that baby hairs are not needed because the lace is super thin. But I'm just going to put a little bit on the side. So I'm just taking a very thin amount out of the front, and then I am using this razor and I'm going to cut them down short. And then for the very front, I will be using the regular Lotta Body foam mousse, and then I will use my edge brush and then work on swooping some of the hairs over. Of course, you do not have to use the products that I am using. You can use what you have at home. And also, if you want to use the blue foam mousse to style your curls with, you can. I just personally don't like to because I like my curls to have a softer hold. This one to me gives a more harder hold, if that makes sense. And then also I like to style the front of my hairline to set everything in place when using that foam wrap. You guys want a more detailed tutorial about baby hairs and how to make them look really natural without going overboard, make sure to leave that down below in the comment section and I will get that video out for you. Now for this particular style, I'm not doing anything extra or heavy. I'm not going heavy handed with it. In the very front of the hairline, I'm not really swooping any hairs over. My main focus is on the sides, as you guys can see, and I'm using the comb part of the edge brush, which you guys can find at your local beauty supply store or on Amazon also, and I'm just swooping the hairs over. I feel like when you do this, you want to take your time with it, especially because you are styling it off of your head. You want them to be right because you are making sure that they stay set. So you don't want them to look really big and bulky. At least I don't. Like I said, it's a personal preference and you can wear your baby hairs how you want to. But I do get a lot of questions on how I make them look really natural. I just pull out a thin layer of hair in the front. I am done styling that. That was really quick. I know it looks a little bit longer on camera because I'm walking you guys through the process, but I'm just going to brush through the hair in the back once again and let it set, and then it's going to sit overnight on the mannequin head and it is going to air dry, or if I turn on the fans in the room. And this is what it looks like the next day. I think it looks really cute. The parting space looks bomb. Now, because this does have the elastic band, this does give it extra security. So I do suggest making sure you get the elastic band because it is an option on the website. Now, the cap size that I have is a cap size 1, which is a circumference of 21.5 to 22. And then also they have a cap size 2, which is a 22.5 to 23. Like I stated before, and I say in all the videos, their cap sizes just fit me really good. I don't have to really worry about customizing it on the side, cutting down the ear tabs. It just fits. Cutting off this lace, you guys can clearly see that it is already starting to melt into my hairline. And because I did go and do the extra step of adding the lace tint, it's just blending in even better. Now, sometimes when cutting off this lace, it can come off, like you might get the little white halo just a little bit with their units, but because I did do the tinting, it just blends in even better. I was already feeling the way this one was looking. I did decide to wear this particular unit out for this day. So I am going to gel this one down on the side using the black bottle of Got To Be gel. And I made sure to pin my sides back so that it wouldn't get in the way. You guys know I am not a super pro when it comes to gelling and gluing my units down because I usually like to just go glueless. I prefer to, or I use my Got To Be gel, but I wanted to start working on gluing and gelling my units down because I do get some requests for it. So I figured I would start practicing. So I'm going to lay that over the glue or over the gel, and then I'm going to take the end of that makeup brush and just kind of blend it all in and make sure it's melted in really good. And I want to make sure I'm putting enough of gel so that I don't have to worry about the sides of this popping off. After making sure the sides are good and I feel like they are going to be secured, I'm going to take my extra wig grip and I'm going to tie that around the hairline, and I'm going to make sure everything is set into place. You guys know I told you I've been using my wig grip also to make sure that my hairline is laid down. And then I'm going to go in with the blow dryer and I'm going to have this on warm and also go in between cool just to make sure I speed up everything, because you all know sometimes the Got To Be gel takes a while to dry down, and for me it's just not as quick as using the freeze spray. So you definitely want to make sure that it is completely dry before you do anything else. Now, of course, my application could be better, but your girl is going to keep practicing until I get it right. And then I'm going to go in with my Care wax stick around the hairline and take my hot comb and just kind of press right there in the very front. And also, I will be taking a little bit of my Ruby Kisses 3D Contour Creator Powder Palette and going into the parting space and just a little bit around the hairline. Now, I didn't put a lot of powder around the hairline just because I did not feel that it was needed. I feel like it already looked good. So that is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm just going to go in with the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Serum and just kind of run a little bit through the hair and fluff it up. As know, with My First Wig, they are geared for beginners. They already pretty much have most of the steps done for you. Now, you do not have to bleach the knots like I bleached the knots on my unit. I don't feel like you have to bleach the knots because their knots are very small and their units are pretty much easy to style and deal with. Now, I have the 16 inches once again, but you can get this unit in the length 14 inches. It only comes in a silky texture. And of course, all the extra stuff, like if you want to add the adjustable elastic band, if you want the flyaway tamer, all of that is extra, but it's definitely not needed. I love the density on this unit because it's not too thick and it's not too thin. And of course, you guys know with curly hair, it'll get bigger over time as it gets older. And I just feel like this one was really easy for me to deal with. I have reviewed another curly unit for them. I'll leave that at the end. That one had more of a tighter curl pattern and it looked a little bit more natural, like it would match my hair texture. So I'll make sure to leave that once again so you guys can check out that video. But this is a really cute option. I love the waves on it. The cut is really nice. And you guys know it's bob season. I mean, it's bob season all the time, but for the summertime, it's really bob season. So the curly bobs and the blunt bobs are definitely going to be it. As far as shedding and tangling goes, I did get a little bit of shedding during the wash process, and of course I did pluck out a little bit of the hairs, but I don't expect to have much shedding with this unit. It is constructed really well. And then also with tangling, I did get a little bit of tangles in the nape area. Of course, it's curly hair, and I also did notice during the day it started to get a little bit frizzy. So guys, let me know what you think about this unit if you are feeling it. Of course, I will put a coupon code down below if you are interested. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel once again, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye guys.